Hello, my name is Umaru Cadogan and welcome in my kitchen. Let's look at how we can combine functional medicine and cooking so we can translate all that knowledge we have about nutrition, health, how the human body works, how you make it perform or get better, but we'll translate it into heavenly morsels. So today we're actually going to make soda pops and ice cream on a stick, but in a healthy version. So we'll do honeydew melon soda pops, and then we'll do banana pops with a sort of chocolate orange covering. We'll start with the easiest thing first. So for a melon, here I have some honeydew melon. We'll get rid of the seeds. Could also be cantaloupe or watermelon. And we'll get a couple of slices of the honeydew melon, like that. Get rid of the rind, the peel, cut that off. And if you want your honeydew melon soda pops to look really nice, then you can just gently slice off the inside here where the seeds were. Extra snack for the chef. You don't have to do it, but they look nicer when they come out frozen and you've removed this part like that. Tasty, tasty. Oh, by the way, if you're into recycling, you can actually, if you have a good juicer, you can actually put the rind in a juice. So if you're making a vegetable juice, you can add the rind of a melon. It contains a lot of L-citrulline, which helps promote the production of nitrogen oxide, which obviously is very important for your brain, for your arteries, for your circulation, your heart, the whole cardiovascular system, your lungs, just to name a few things. So you don't have to throw away the rind. You could actually save it and put it in a juice. Now all you need are some wooden skewers that you'd normally use if you were to grill or barbecue chicken or fish or do vegetable kebabs. So you gently spear or skewer your pieces of melon, and be careful not to skewer your hand. I did do that once because I pushed too hard and too fast without looking what I was doing. Of course we have to freeze these, but that gives us the starting point for our melon pops. Now for our banana, cocoa, orange, coconut pops, first of all we need some organic orange rind. So I'll just grate the rind of an organic orange. And be careful not to get too much of the white pith, because that's really, really bitter. And we just want the outside part of the rind, which has all the aromatic and essential oils. That will give you this nice perfumed, sweet, aromatic flavor. And then we need the juice. So see, I just have the outside part of the rind, where all the essential oils are, and squeeze the juice of the orange. Voila. Now we'll add some pure cocoa powder. So this is just plain cocoa powder, not some sort of cocoa mix with milk solids, added sugar and sweeteners, but just pure cocoa powder. And then we'll stir it all together. So we get this sort of orange cocoa sauce. We want it to be quite thick, so we'll add a bit more cocoa powder. So use a couple of tablespoons of cocoa powder per orange, or for the juice of one orange. Sometimes you need to use a bit more, sometimes a bit less, depending on how juicy the orange is and the size of it. So here we have a sort of cocoa sauce. I'll add a bit of ground cinnamon as well. It adds flavor, so it's sweet, but also remember that cinnamon helps regulate blood glucose levels because it improves insulin functioning. So if we add cinnamon here, that will actually help your body metabolize the sugars we get from the banana. Now, we also want to get our desiccated coconut ready, so I'll pour a bit into a bowl, so we have that ready. Then we'll split our banana in two, peel it, dump the halves in our orange coconut sauce. Make sure they're completely covered and turned in it, so like that. And then we'll drop them into the desiccated coconut flour. Make sure they're completely covered, so the easiest thing is to use a bowl and simply shake them gently. And now we'll skewer them, so I have my wooden skewers. And you can just grab them by your fingertips, keep them upright, skewer, and there you go. Now we need to freeze our melon and banana pops, so you can either put them in a plastic bag that actually can take the freezing rate. Make sure you just have them in a single layer, because if you put them on top of one another, they'll actually stick together, and then you have to separate them when you remove them from the freezer. So either in a plastic bag that can take the cold, or if you have a tray of some sort, you can put them on the tray and line it with a baking sheet or a baking paper, and then they need to go 5-6 hours in the freezer until they're frozen through, and then you have your instant ice cream for a birthday party, for a snack, for a quick dessert, whatever. And you might be tempted to eat the banana right now, but the thing is, when you freeze the banana, it becomes a lot sweeter. So if you eat this now, the cocoa and orange will actually be a bit too dominant, so it won't be that sweet. But once you freeze it, the sweetness of the banana really comes out. So we'll come back and look at this in 5-6 hours and have a taste. Bon appetit for now.